Welcome everyone to the beginners room with me today. And it's a pleasure to welcome all of you, whether you are tuning in with me on YouTube or you're watching from the XM website. I'm happy to be here with you. Today is when we talk about trading, technical trading. All right, technical trading, which has to do with chart analysis. So we're going to be looking at that today. And I would mainly be talking about the use of multi-time frame in your analysis. That's what we're going to be focusing on today. If you tune in with me, you have a question, please do well to ask me all of your questions. Use the chat box. I'm here ready and willing. Wherever you're joining me from, whether you're on the YouTube or you're on the Hexem website, use the chat box and ask all of your questions. I'm here ready and willing to answer your questions. All right. At the moment, I have one trade ongoing, which is the Aussie yen trade buy. I saw that the trend was bullish. I started my analysis using the higher time frame, like I'm going to be teaching you today. I did from the weekly, you would see that we have what looks like an uptrend with a descending channel, and that looks somehow like a flag pattern. All right, it hasn't broken to the upside, but you see, we had a rejection from the moving averages, the 2 weeks. It seems that the moving averages kept, rejecting the price, so the price continued to close above it. So I was able to see that, okay, it looks like a good opportunity to join in on the buy, and I entered. And then there's a pattern there that looks like a flag pattern from the weekly going down to the daily. You would see the flag pattern more clearly, or what I would call a descending channel, okay? With a descending channel, what am I expecting? I would be expecting a bullish breakout at some points and for the price to continue to the upside. I guess if the breakout happens, it is likely going to just get to where my expected take profit is. It isn't so far away as well. Perhaps after the breakout, if I see a retest, then I'll be looking for a buy that way. All right. Then going down to 4 hour, what do we have on the 4 hour time frame? You'll see a sharp drop to the downside and then like an immediate move to the upside again. We have what looks like a V pattern there. The price began to move to the downside. It got down, did some deep correction there. Let's see how much correction it did. A little below 61.8% correction. And in that case, what am I expecting? That it begins to move up. Now, in expectation of the movement to the upside, I started to see another pattern forming. You'll see how we are digesting it, from the higher time frame. That's how interesting a chart can be when chart analysis can be when you um, can analyze what you're seeing from the chart. Okay. So I then saw this. This is a triple bottom, which works the same way like a double bottom. I'll be expecting that if at the breakout above the neckline, we see continuation to the upside. Now, this happened again, then I'm still expecting it goes up. My bias remains bullish on this. So it has moved up very well earlier today, but now we are down here again. I still expect that it's going to go to the upside. So let's see how far that goes. Good morning, Peter. How are you? Good to have you here. Are we having a double bottom on British pound for USD for her daily? I hope my early buy isn't risky. Okay, let's go take a look at that. Um, Peter is talking about British pound USD and he's saying that he saw what looks like a double bottom there. So we would go and take a look at that. Okay, on the daily where we are, I can't see a double bottom yet. Maybe if it breaks above here, it will look a little bit like it. If it could break above here, then I'll take it that take it that it's a double bottom. It hasn't broken above, so we can't define it as a double bottom yet. Let's see from the 4-hour time frame to see what is happening there. Okay, I would guess it's the same you're looking at. Um, the last 4-hour candle was a good bullish one. It all looks bullish, like moving away from a downtrend and trying to go into an uptrend. If we go to a lower time frame, perhaps around there, maybe there would be a an inverted head and shoulders. It looks like it's a little bit, but not very clear from the 4 hours. So let's go to the lower time frame and see whether that is inverted head and shoulders. Okay, I think from the 4 hour, it looks clearer as an inverted head and shoulders. Very smooth. It broke out above, it retraced and it corrected. If I would look at it, I probably would have done a buy. Sorry, I would have bought it somewhere here, but now it's retracing. It's even better for me because I'll be able to reduce where my take profit would have been because I would have entered above it. So I think I would want to join you here based on what I'm seeing on the 1 hour time frame. I have an inverted head and shoulders. There's a breakout, there's a retest, another break. So let's go in and do a buy. So if I'm entering from where we are to show the bid price, ask price. Okay. Bid and ask price so that I can know exactly where I'm going to place this. So if I'm entering somewhere around there, let's even place it up there. My stop loss, let's say I'm going to place my stop loss. So I'm looking to join you, Peter, in this. I feel that it's a good one. And if I am going to buy here, let's see where we would get to on this. If we do this, how much PEEP is that going to be? Can it give us times 2 to 1 and over 100? Okay, so good one. Let's do this. What's the stop loss going to be? Let's make it 50. Let's say 51 times 10 is 510, right? 100 divided by 510 equals to 0.196. I'll do 0.2. 0.2, I already have it there. So I'm joining you on the buy, and my stop loss is going to be here, somewhere below the wick, below the low, not that weak anyway. So because I'm entering from the 4 hour on the 1 hour, actually, looking at it from the 1 hour, I want it just below the right shoulder. See, it's a bit lower. I was trying to risk 100 pips, $100. All right, so that is it. And if it gets up here, we take the profits or allow it to run. Actually, it would be a better one if I allow it to run. Okay, if it is going to go up, but I think it will get to that area first before it begins to go up. All right. So that is it for me. If I'm looking to do a buy, if I'm looking to do any trade there, it's a buy. It has given 2 weeks. Okay, yes, that's it. It has 2 weeks there. That it has given to us. It's showing it's showing like double bottom. There's two, yes, like you mentioned, 2 weeks from the daily as well. So I think it makes a lot of sense to look for a buy here. All right, let's move on. So let's talk about trading using multi-time frame analysis. We're going to be looking at different time frames and talk about what time frame is best for me to use if I'm a day trader or I'm a swing trader. Okay, so what time frame is best for me to look into and use to enter my trade, depending on where I'm looking for and why. Why is it even important to use multi-time frame in my analysis? We're going to look at all of this as well. All right. So talking about multi-time frame, we're going to break it down one after the other. When you're specializing as a momentum trader, a day trader, event trader, depending on whichever you want to be, maybe a breakout trader, many participants of the market lose sight of the larger trend and they may miss clear level of support and resistance. A lot of traders would just focus on one area, just one way of trading the market, and that's it. One time frame, and it is only on that time frame that they are going to be making their trading decisions from. All right. So many times for me, you would see I'm entering from maybe I see the analysis maybe from 4 hour. I just open the 4 hour. I see, oh, this looks like a downtrend, but we are seeing what looks like a pattern for a buy. Okay, let's go to the weekly. So I'll start from the weekly to really understand what the bigger picture is, because that is going to help me to know what I am doing when I come to the lower time frame and to really understand better the kind of move I'm seeing on this lower time frame. So when I come to the back, by the time I come back to the 4 hour, I will be able to say, okay, the trend looks bullish on the weekly. If I look at the major trend on the weekly, let me remove all of these lines. If I look at the major trend on the weekly, is bullish. It looks like the candles, the moving averages were rejecting, the price got rejected from the moving average. When the price got back to the moving average around the 20 moving average, 2 weeks ago, it got rejected and closed somewhere up. Last week had come down a little bit, but it looks like this week is about to go up. Well, there's a possibility that we would see the price moving to the upside. So if I have that belief that it is likely going to go up, coming to the lower time frame, I'll just be looking for opportunity for buy or sell. Now I look at the 1 hour time frame, I see um a pattern, which is the head and shoulders inverted. Head and shoulders inverted. How is it traded? It is below a downtrend. When the price has been moving down, they've been moving down for a while. And then I see inverted head and shoulders. It tells me that we will likely have an opportunity to the upside. Price is likely going to move to the upside. So that's what I'll be expecting. Um, it has broken, it has retested. It looks like it wants to consolidate a bit in between here before moving. But yes, that is what I expect that would happen. And if that is going to happen, I'd expect that it gets to this week at least. All right. So why would I make such decision? Because from the higher time frame, I am able to see that the trend is to the upside. So when I come to the lower time frame, it becomes quite easy for me to see what I would do, whether I'm going to do a buy, I'm going to do a sell, or I would wait to see what direction the market is actually heading. All right. Looks like we have a chat from YouTube as well. Multi-purpose page. Patrick Assad watching from Namibia. Good to have you, Patrick. How are you doing from Namibia? All right. If you do have any question, Patrick, do well to ask your question. I'll be willing and ready to answer them. Okay. So sometimes when you do not check any other time frame, you just I open up my page. I am on 4 hour, 1 hour at this time. And then I just make the decision from here simply because I see a pattern. It is possible that maybe I am taking a long term trade when I'm supposed to enter a shorter term trade, or I'm taking the shorter time trade when it would be best off for me to take the trade and hold on to it for a while. Okay.